What have we learned? We discussed it, Danner, but what have we learned? We learned that speculation is far more fun than having the actual evidence or having the answer. So, yes, Dana did something. He took a photo with Brock, right? Real simple. WWE's in Vegas. Dana lives in Vegas. Ronda's going to appear. Dana's going to go show some support. Grabs a photo with Brock. Maybe they had dinner. Who knows? And then he puts out the photo and simply captions it with a smiley face emoji. And what does that do? That leads to speculation, which is all we want. That's all we want, man. Give us some talking points. Let us go in 20 different directions, even if none of them are the reality. I liked it. I got it. As far as Brock coming back, I don't think there's any big secret here. And I don't know that Brock knows the answer or that anyone else does, and they're keeping it from us, the fans. I do sincerely believe that Brock sincerely would like to come back and do it again. And possibly again after that. He is 40. He is not training for it. So you need the right matchup, which is what they gave him in his last outing at UFC 200 and giving him Mark Hunt. Mark is an all-around better fighter. Brock is an all-around better wrestler. And historically, the wrestlers can go out and take guys down and hold them there long enough to get their hand raised. It made you saw it and it made sense. When you start talking crazy about putting him in there with Stipe, no, don't do that. But with Brock, who is a once-in-a-lifetime attraction, I mean, he is just, there is a presence that he has. There is a reason he moves the needle. He stayed mysterious, right? That was Vince's idea that monsters don't talk. Therefore, don't have him do media. Don't have him do interviews. Just come him out, bring him out, and have him be this big, imposing monster. And it worked. Usually doesn't work that way. Usually got to have something to say. It worked for him. And he can draw. I mean, I would be excited. I would be excited if Brock came back, and not for any of the reasons that I like to see other guys fight. Not because I'm going to go learn something new, or he's got techniques that I haven't seen before, or the matches are just so compelling. None of those things. He's compelling. He is a draw for whatever reason. So it does work, and I do believe I am well within my lines to accurately tell you, yeah, Brock would like to do it again. But there's some moving parts to can he do it again. And one of them's USADA, right? He made it through that suspension, but now getting a license isn't a rubber stamp. He's got to go. It takes time. Giving time for somebody like Brock is a hard thing to do. That may not sound like an obstacle for you or I, but for a guy that commands his rate, yeah, giving up that time would be tough. And then does he want to go in there and compete clean? He's never done it before. Would he want to start now? Probably not. The answer is probably not. That's probably what would keep him out. If you're a promoter and you're bringing a guy in for a one-off, you don't want him to leave with the shine. I mean, even when Brock came in and fought Mark Hunt, if this is going to be a one-time deal, I would rather Mark Hunt won. Right, the promoter stays out, but I'm saying he's still got his personal opinions that he would never share. You'd rather your guy wins that's got some shelf life and is going to come back. So if you're going to bring Brock in and you're the promoter, yes, you'd love to put him in there with Stipe. Brock goes away, Stipe stays, and he stays with the shine. Brock, not for nothing, may have the balls and courage to go out there and do that. I think most people would look at it and go, well, he's never going to fight Stipe. Different kind of animal there with Brock Lesnar. You know, you said that before, but he stepped in there with all of them. You know, he did some real heavy lifting. Even the time he won the championship, beat Randy Couture, that fight never should have happened. What was Brock, 3-1 or 2 whatever it was? He'd had a handful of fights taking on a multi-time world champion, went out and found a way to win. Got in there with Kane, got in there with Overeem, go through the list, got in there with Carwin. He's fought some tough sons of bitches. So he may just be the guy with the balls to step in there with anybody. That has been his track record. I tend to think he's not, but he might be. I'm not ready. You call Brock Lesnar a lot of things. You call him a coward, and you're just simply not following Brock Lesnar.